and welcome to Let Your Soul Light the Way. Um, I'm Hayley Felton. I'm a healer, artist, and soulpreneur, and I'm a specialist in helping reconnect people to their life purpose so they understand why they're here on this earth, essentially helping people live their lives with more love, meaning, and joy. I also help people that are single, that are unhappy being single. I help them heal their hearts so they can more easily welcome a soulmate relationship into their lives. So today, my intention really for today is to actually help you understand your life from your soul's perspective. So it gives you a greater vantage point than you already have of your current life. And I also am quite passionate about helping other people listen more easily to the callings of their own souls. So everything starts with vibration, really. We live in a vibrational universe, and quantum physics is always proving that to us. In every way of life, really, from each thought that we think that has a certain vibration to our modern technology. And Nikola Tesla once said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you need to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And that's actually what's been my own experience of looking into the secrets of the universe. And it's actually through the combined intent and sound vibration of your birth name, that's the name that's on your birth certificate, that provides the most accurate form of life purpose analysis and guidance. And it's something that's really blown me away, which is why I'm so passionate about helping people see the truth of their lives through this medium. So really, it's about helping you understand that your soul has a magnificent plan. And it's called Soul Plan, this system that's derived from the vibration of your birth name. So it's like the energetic compass of your soul, really. It's a compass that helps draw to you those experiences in life that your soul wanted you to most experience so you could get the most growth, joy, and purpose. Another way of looking at your soul plan, it's an energetic signature that marks you out as a separate identity in an interconnected universe. So if you're called Mildred, sorry if there are any Mildreds in here, or if you really hate your name, you actually have the right name for you, okay? There's no accidents in life. Your name marks you out as your identity here, and it helps bring you the learnings that you really need to experience here. So the best thing really is to actually show you an example of a soul plan so you can actually understand this a little bit more, so it illustrates it a bit more clearly. And I'm going to show you, first of all, this is my soul plan. This is my soul plan's start of creation on the screen here. So I'm going to explain a bit more about how this came about. So your name is turned into Hebrew, and then it's assigned numerical values. So this system has its roots in ancient Hebrew gematria. There's a specific calculation that's applied that then generates a certain set of frequencies that creates your own soul plan. So this is my soul plan, and it's generated from my birth name. And you can see that it's comprised of two triangles that create a star of creation. And I like to refer to the downward triangle as the part of us that's establishing ourselves in this world. So it's the worldly side of us. So it's where we're really working out who we are as a personality and understanding how we work and fit in with the world around us. The upward triangle is our spiritual side. It's the part of us that's looking for more meaning and purpose. And you'll see right at the top of the star is where our spiritual goals are held. So when we aim for our spiritual goals, we more effortlessly step into our life purpose or soul destiny energies. So we don't really have to worry about our purpose in a way, because I have so many people come to me and say, what is my purpose in life, really? And this work will tell you that. But the thing that actually helps you step into your life purpose energies, it's when you're aiming for your spiritual goals. And then your soul destiny energy sort of falls into place, really. And our spiritual goals, it's really those inner drives it's those inner drives that propel us onto doing meaningful work in the world. So you'll see that there are different numbers and corresponding symbols in different areas of my soul plan. And so it's a bit like an astrologer really would read an astrology chart. I can actually interpret the numbers and symbols within the soul plan. So they're like big categories, really. And I tune in and work out what resonates for that person that has those symbols and numbers within their chart. So to explain it a little bit more, I'm going to talk to you about the worldly side of my chart and how those energies play out in my life. So starting with the worldly challenges, I have the 10-1 energy. And so this is about potential manifestation, service and healing. So it doesn't mean that everything's negative within a challenge. We can hold some of the really beautiful qualities, even if an energy is held within a challenge position. So the 1 is a pure unity and healing. And I actually have a very strong connection to healing energy when I work with my clients. So that's a beautiful positive. In the negative side, growing up, I had a lot of fears and anxieties, and that's the absolute opposite of unity, okay? So it's a huge separation pattern there. But within our challenges, there are always gifts. So without my challenges of experiencing those fears and anxieties, I wouldn't be stepping into my work as a healer. I would not be doing that without those challenges. So they're really gifts in disguise that help propel us into more meaningful work in the world. So moving on to my worldly talents, it's that I have the 12-3 energy here. So this is all about expansion, love, learning and expression. So it's really about me wanting to learn and know about life. Soaking it up really, learning about all different aspects of life. And this is where my interest in personal and spiritual development comes in. And it's about seeing the beauty in the world around me. So as an artist, that is something that I appreciate the world around me. And the 3 shares it out. So in my soul plan painting, which is the right-hand side of the screen here, this is actually my painting of my soul's plan. So it's my expression of my soul plan, and it's essentially a vision board of my soul, so I can stay aligned to my life purpose. And that's what I actually help other people do as well. I help other people, once they understand their purpose and they've had their soul's reading, I help them create a piece of art that then acts as a vision board of their soul, so they can stay aligned to a path of joy and meaning. And so I'm using these talents today, and as you'll see, I've depicted it in my painting as a stage with a little spotlight there, and with the soul plan energies just filtering down. So essentially, this is what I'm doing now. I don't know how great this is going, but I'm using my ability to communicate my spiritual energies to people here. So that's why it's depicted in the painting there. So my worldly goals, this is depicted by the energy of the 7. Okay, and this is a real magnetic energy. They're depicted by 3 links. So it's about magnetism, bringing people together. It's a catalytic energy. So it's really about, it also signifies to me about healing my own heart, because I had a lot of issues around relationships and having a lot of commitment issues. So I've actually managed to heal my heart, and that's why I'm very passionate about helping other people do the same. And the 7 is my dominant vibration, because I've got 4 7s in my chart. So that's a real drive for me to actually create community, help people make heart-based connections, act as a catalyst to help other people step into their potential. Okay, so I thought it'd be interesting to look at someone who everyone should know. Can you put your hand up if you haven't heard of this man, Leonardo da Vinci? Great, so everyone knows who this person is. Perfect. So I was actually on the treadmill at the gym, and he popped into my mind, and I thought, I'm going to have a look at his soul plan. I think it's going to be really interesting. And I thought there were going to be certain energies in his plan just because of what I've heard of him. And I was right. When I actually looked at his plan, I was like, wow, that's incredible. These energies really do bring in the experiences that our soul wanted us to experience here. So you'll notice from his chart that he has 4 5s. So he has 2 5s in his worldly goals and 2 5s in his worldly challenges. So this means that he has a dominant vibration of the 5 energy. And this is about thought, speech, and action. It's a real pioneering energy. It's a real forward-thinking energy. And it's also a very intuitive energy. He also has the energy of the 11-2. in his spiritual challenges and soul destiny. And this is about assimilation, structure and harmony and wisdom and support. It's a real logical feel, this energy. A lot of people that are in IT or understand systems, love understanding how things work, they hold this energy. So he had the benefit of having this foresight and creativity, a great connection to his intuition, as well as having this real sense of understanding how the world works, at his core. So this is why he was an incredible inventor, why he was able to look deeply into things in terms of biology, and why he was able to produce some really inspired work. Now, his worldly talents was the energy of the 8, and this is about earth, emotions, and society. It's really about him being able to relate to lots of different people. I mean, he had friends from all walks of life. He would paint people from rich to poor. He had the King of France as one of his best mates, so I think he was pretty well, he was really using that energy in his life to his advantage. And also the 8, it's about seeing deeply into things. So he was able to really see deeply into the human body in terms of his investigations. He was able to see deeply into the mechanics behind things, and also within his artwork. There was a real sense of depth to everything that he did. He has the spiritual talents of the 12-3 as well. So that's that lovely energy of learning and sharing it out. And he had 2 protégés that he worked with until the end of his life. So he was very passionate about sharing out his skill and knowledge to them right until the end. And yeah, he was just an incredible person, really. Now, his spiritual goals was the 6-6, and this is his creative drive, essentially. This is about thought and creativity. So it was like he had no choice but to create. So he has really left a lasting impact for so many people. Now, when I was doing Leonardo's chart, I actually tuned in to his soul purpose. And I received a message from his soul to mine that explained his purpose. So I'm going to read it to you. And it's not me saying this, it was actually the wisdom from his soul that came through me. So I want you to understand, these aren't my words, these are his words, okay? And it's really moving. So I came to Earth to leave a profound and lasting effect in a practical and aesthetic sense. I wanted people to view life in both the scientific field of biology, but also to come to a deep understanding of the alchemy and artistry of the time. I wanted people to learn about the true nature of reality, whilst reveling in the wonder and splendour of what it is to be human, a work of art in itself by the Creator. And I just thought that was absolutely beautiful, and I had no idea that information would come to me until I tuned into his life purpose energy. So I hope you'll agree that the soul plan, it's really like getting a torch and shining on the spiritual map of your life, so it illuminates everything about your life, and you can understand where you're headed. So that's all very well and good if you decide you do want to have this done and you want to find that out. But really, it's about getting through daily life and listening to the callings of our soul more easily. So there are 3 steps that can help you more easily listen to the callings of your soul. They're quite simple steps, but the first one, it's really about understanding your soul's language, understanding how your soul speaks to you. And it's something that we all are able to do really easily, sometimes more easily than others. But it's through our intuition. It's using your intuition when you have those hunches, when you have those feelings that you know you should do something. Also, conversely, when you look back at a situation, you think, oh, I really wish I hadn't done that. But you had that feeling that you shouldn't do it, but you went ahead and ignored it anyway. And that's that misalignment that you're feeling in that situation between what your soul wanted you to do and what your intellect told you. So a lot of the time, we have a misalignment between our intellect and our intuition. They're in a bit of a battle half of the time, because as a human, we want to plan things and we want to do it logically. But our soul doesn't speak to us through logic. It speaks to us through intuition. And the great thing is that our soul is more knowledgeable than us, you need to remember, and it actually lives out in the future. It can go out and it can assess a situation, look at all the probable possibilities that are coming your way, and it can then transmit back to you information that will give you the best advice that you could possibly be given. And a lot of us ignore it. basically. We're human. So I'm just trying to get you to understand that it is those hunches are really, really important. And when we follow them, life begins to flow. So the next step, it's about becoming a clear channel, being able to clearly receive your soul's wisdom. And that's actually fairly easy to do. It's looking after yourself, really, looking after your mind, body, and spirit. So whatever it takes for you to feel good about yourself, whether it's going for a run, going to the gym, meditating, being with your animals, playing more, playing. When we're playful and we bring more joy into our lives, we can become a clear channel and more easily able to listen to our soul's wisdom. And a lot of people, the word meditation brings up a lot of fear because they think they have to empty their thoughts and be really zen. But actually, just going for a walk in the park and really paying attention to the nature around you can be a form of meditation. So there's a form of meditation to suit most people. So as you're here, you may as well, if you're interested in meditation, just pop along to the meditation zone and see what suits you best. And then the last step, it's about taking soul-aligned action. And this is probably the hardest step to take because as humans, we want to have concrete evidence that this step is going to actually lead to something. So we tend to go with what we feel is conventional. But as I said before, our soul doesn't speak to us in logic, but it does have the upper hand over intellect because it can see the future. When you at the personality level, you can't. So, some of you might be able to, but general speaking, it's best to listen to your soul's guidance. So I like to liken your when you take soul-aligned action, it's really like getting into your car, turning on a very reliable GPS, and you get to your destination a lot quicker by avoiding all the traffic. So it's really fast-tracks you to your goals in life. When we take soul-aligned action, we more easily flow towards our life goals. And I chose this picture here on the slide of a lady holding a lantern because it really is like your soul lighting the way, and it's one step at a time. So if you are receiving intuitive, a hunch to do something, just imagine that your soul is actually there for you. It's holding its lantern out in front of you. It's illuminated your path for the next step, and it's just trusting yourself to take that action. And the more we trust ourselves in taking soul-aligned action, the more we increase our intuitive abilities, the more things will flow. So it's having a little bit of faith and letting your soul light the way. So thank you very much for joining me this morning. It's been brilliant. And I'd like to offer anyone that's interested as a thank you for listening. I'm offering a free soul connection meditation. So it's a meditation that will help you more easily listen to the callings of your soul and connect to your life purpose, soul destiny energies. So pop along. I'm just literally outside on the corner here. So if anyone wants to come along and has any questions, come along and see me. And you're welcome to sign up to get my free soul connection meditation. And I know there's going to be quite a few different questions around this topic, so I'm happy to answer any questions that come to you, no matter how silly they may seem. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been a pleasure.